Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python course. In the last few classes, we have been looking at the control structures. The structures which help to determine the flow of execution of a program. And what we saw three types of statements: if statements, if else statements, and at the last we have seen the elif clause. We have seen how these clauses help us to determine which line of code will get executed and which lines will be ultimately ignored. Along with these statements, what we have seen two examples. The first example was to check whether the number is negative, positive and 0. Another example of calculator, we saw a detailed example how to work with the calculator. We dealt with four operators: plus, minus, multiplication and division. Along with it, we saw another scenario of division by 0. So students, whenever a division operator is used in any program, it is necessary to check for division by 0 case. If a number is divided by 0, you need to take care of that case. How do you do it? In our case, we used a simple if else statements to look out for the second number. If it's 0, so that division did not take place and we have seen no error. If we will not use those if else statements, definitely we will have error in our program. So in today's class, we will see another type of control instructions, which will basically be loops. So what the loops means: loop, as the name itself suggests, those statements will keep on getting executed until and unless a final condition is held. So a loop will keep on iterating over certain piece of code. How do you do it? We will see now. So loops are basically of two types: while loop and for loop. What is the difference between these two? Let us see. Now before we see the difference, you should know how the loops work, right? So please look at this flow chart. You initialize your variables, some conditions, the variables, and then you look out for some condition. Are those variables fulfilling a certain condition? If yes, they are fulfilling, we will go to the statements, the piece of code which needs to be done, and we will have some increment or decrement statement. I'll let you know what exactly this is, but just know that we will increase or decrease a variable. Until and unless the condition holds true, we will keep on hovering on in the same loop again and again. But at one point, that condition will finally become false, and ultimately we will move out of this iteration and we will exit our program. This is how it goes, right? Now we know that there are two types of loops that we will study in Python class. So the first one is our for loop. So how the syntax of for loop looks like: this is the syntax over here. For, you initialize, then you have certain condition, then is the increment decrement operator, and then there is block of code which should be executed, right? So again, they have given very simple example. I think we should do this simple example since many of the students over here are beginners. Now let us see, students. I will erase all of this and I will clear my terminal. Alright, so so now let us see how do you do for the for loop. We will use the same example. For I in range 0, 6. I'll use the colon. Print I. Okay, now let us save it and we'll print it. Alright, so that's what we have. Starting off from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one thing needs to be noted, that it will start from 0 and then what we will have, we will print it up till 5. We have not included 6. So this number, it will not be included. So we will go from 0 up till 5 except for 6, right? And similarly we are printing I over here. This is very simple, students. Very simple. How do you print? So you need not write the print statement again and again, print 0 1 2 3 4. No, what we have done, we have considered a loop, right? And inside that loop, what we'll do, we will keep on printing the statement until and unless that range condition is being fulfilled. So here the condition is of a range, if your number ranges between 0 to 6 except for 6. Okay, the number should be less than 6 and 0 or greater than 0. This is how it goes, right? So this is how the for loop works. Yes, so this is what it's written. Okay, so now we have this another loop, which is a while loop. So what really happens inside, since both of these are loops, so what exactly is the difference between a for loop and a while loop? If I talk about the for loop, students, inside the for loops, the number of iterations that you want to perform, how many times a particular loop will run, that is pre-decided. For example, in our case, it was pre-decided that it will run for this 6 number of times, 0 1 2 3 4 5, total 6 number of times it will run. But in case of while loop, that number, how many times it will run, that is not decided, right? So this is what happens for our for and while loop, right? So yeah, inside the condition we just have the statement, and we have such a small loop since we do not know when it will end. So ultimately when the condition gets false, you move out of the loop, right? Okay, so this is one very basic example what they have done. While I is less than 10, you keep on printing this. Okay, so if you want to do a similar same example, we can copy the code from here also. If you want to do another, we'll do another examples also. So yes, if I put I is equal to 1 and while I is less than 10, I'll print I, and then I'll do I plus equals 1. I'll keep on incrementing the value of I also, since I need to keep on checking if it's greater, if it's less than 10. So once it becomes equal to or greater than 10, equal to, basically if it will become equal to 10, we will move out of this while loop. Now let us see if it really works. So just tell me what will be the output. So you should know now what will be the output of this loop, what will be the output of this program. Let us see. Let's run it. Okay, so what do you have? Once your I hits the value 10, we have ultimately moved out of this loop. So while condition, it will keep on checking. So for the first case, while I less than 10, is I less than 10? Yes, it will print. So it will increment. Now I becomes 2. Again the condition is checked, print. Now here the 2 will be printed. I incremented to 3. Now again I will be checked. If I is less than 10, then again print. So it is keep on hovering until and unless. So when this I becomes equal to 10, now I is not less than 10. So this will not get printed and this loop will ultimately terminate, right? So this is how it goes. This is how your while loop works. Okay, right. So this was for your loops. I have these examples also. If you can see here in our slide, while this count is not. So again we will do, now this is the list. We have not discussed yet what lists and dictionaries are. So okay, even if you want to do the simple example, we can do it. I have this list of numbers starting 1 2 3 and so on. Okay, I have this list. For I in list, how do you print this list, right? Print, how do you do it? For numbers, in numbers you simply print the number. Okay, do you want to simply print the number? Yes, we want to simply print the number. So print I. Do you simply want to print these numbers? So what I will check, I will look upon for all these numbers, this, it will keep on hovering on all the numbers, right? Or what you can do is, this is the simple print, we'll do addition one also. Okay, So this is the list which we have, the list name list.